Hi, a good day. Today we're going to learn integration, and the learning outcomes related to integration are anti-differentiation or anti-derivative, indefinite integrals, rules of integration, definite integrals, area above and below the x-axis of a curve, and area between two graphs or two curves. And lastly, basics of differential equations. Antiderivative. Antiderivative concept simply means, for example, if you have the function x cubed and when you differentiate x cubed, you will get 3x squared. And when this 3x squared function, which is actually dy dx, is being integrated, which simply means anti-differentiate, will actually produce x cubed. So therefore, integration is actually the reverse of derivation, which means integration is actually anti-derivative. The concept of anti-derivative can be further explained as below. When you have three different functions such as fx, gx, and hx, which are x squared plus 2, and x squared minus 7 respectively, when all these three functions fx, gx, and hx is differentiated with respect to x, the resultant is actually 2x. When you differentiate fx, you'll get 2x, gx also 2x, and hx is also another 2x as the derivative. So therefore, I would just like to explain the concept of C, which means a constant of integration. Any function being integrated will actually result in the integrand plus the C, which is the constant of integration. Since the functions of gx, fx, and hx differ only by a constant, where the constant of g is 0, constant of f is 2, and constant of h is -7, despite the three constants being different, the slope of the tangent line remains the same for these three functions. The slope of the tangent line is represented by the dy dx, where the dy dx of gx, fx, and hx is 2x, despite having a different integration constant. Indefinite integral. Indefinite integral simply means when you integrate a function with respect to x, your resultant will be the integrated function added with the constant of integration, which is known as c. Just to take note, c only exists for indefinite integrals. C does not exist for definite integral, which we will look at it in the later slides. For example, this is known as the integral sign. Fx is known as the function being integrated is known as the integrand. And dx simply means the variable that you are integrating with respect to. So for example, if your x here is dt, meaning your function most of the time is in terms of t, and you're actually integrating with respect to t. For this function here, you are integrating with respect to x. This is called the indefinite integral and is the most general type of antiderivative of a